Good afternoon. This is Joe with Simple Life, August 7th, 2019. This is a really quick video. I just want to make a point of reference here for the El Paso shooter. Now, we know that the Dayton shooter, excuse me, was a Democrat. He was a supporter of Antifa. But now, the El Paso shooter, now I've read the manifesto, and it was hard for me to kind of figure out that who this guy was affiliated with, what his actual beliefs were. We obviously know that he was anti-immigrant. We don't know whether he was really a Trump supporter. I believe that if you look at the manifesto, he's not a fan of Trump or anyone for that matter. But it's recently come out that, according to an FBI insider, that the El Paso shooter told officials it was a Democrat debate on free healthcare to illegals and not Trump that triggered his mass shooting. I think this does make a lot of sense. This has been in the news recently, and it was a big point after the first debate, after all of the Democratic presidential candidates raised their hands when they were asked the question if they would provide free healthcare to illegal immigrants, or undocumented immigrants, if you want to use the euphemism that is popular. I think this is a really important thing to note. I have not seen anything about the news about this. I probably will not see anything in the news about this. But there it is. You know, if this is true, then wow, you know, it's all this vitriol that's going on right now, calling Trump a racist and that he's directly responsible, when it was actually the Democrat debates that triggered this guy to the point that he picked up an automatic rifle, not an automatic rifle, excuse me, an AK-47 semi-automatic rifle, and decided to go on a murderous rampage. Now, I'm not trying to place blame directly on the Democrats, but I think it's really interesting that when these things come out, they are buried in the media. They are not covered. And you do see this a lot. And when the Democrats did raise all their hands, it was all over the paper. It really was. And I think that was a death knell to all of those candidates. It secured Trump's victory in 2020. I think that the Democrats actually supporting all of these things, as far as limited to the free healthcare for illegals. Now, I'm sure there's a significant portion of the population that agrees that illegal immigrants should get free healthcare. I think if someone comes across the border and they're injured, they should be treated. Period. End of story. But as far as to come over the border and to get all kinds of free stuff when half of our population can't even get this kind of stuff, I think that's absolutely ridiculous, and that's not going to win an election. But that's not my point here. My point is that while you have so many Democrats out there that are blaming Trump for this, calling him a racist, and all but actually putting the gun in his hand and saying that he was caught red-handed killing someone, I think, number one, that's disgusting. But number two, when you really think about it, if this is true, now this is from the Gateway Pundit, so I'm going to be doing a little bit more research on this, but if this is true, then that's amazing that this is not being reported on in some way or another. But until next time, I'll leave you with that, and just keep in mind that whenever you watch the TV or watch a YouTube or any kind of social media or any kind of news outlet, just keep in mind that you're being programmed one way or the other. So it's going to be up to you on which way you want to go with any type of information that's presented to you. So always keep an open mind. This is Joe's Simple Life. Have a great day.